Live from the heart of West Texas, it is Frontline News with Brent Clark. Here today for Frontline News is a guest host, Jimmy Hendrick.
Hey guys! So did you see this thing today about some senators in the Foreign Relations Committee going after President the Secretary of State Blinken? He was testifying for a few days, about 3 days before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Let's go to One American News. Let's see if that article is there. Now I don't really see it that much anymore. But basically, I guess Blinken wasn't really giving a coherent, cogent, or prescient explanation, a decent explanation about what happened in Afghanistan. Kind of out there. Could it be considered a consensus that Joe Biden, that when he appointed Secretary of State Blinken, that his mind was blinking? There's a consensus. Think about it. You think about all the gaps and his mental lapses. You think about all the gaps, all his mental lapses, which, if you think about it, seriously, sometimes I wondered, with what's going on in his life, think about it, with what's going on in his life. Let's listen to this. I don't necessarily agree with his policies, and yes, this sounds funny. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It does sound. It really does sound kind of funny. It was also if it wasn't in some ways true. But alright, you're probably thinking, Jimmy, come on, stick with the issues. We're always stuck with the issues, okay? But don't you want to laugh regardless of all the crap that's going on? Look at this. One American News says this. President Trump, Mali, committed treason if secretly talked to China. The 45th president is criticizing Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark, I think it's Milley, I'm not sure, for talking to China behind his back. During an interview, President Donald Trump said, if Bob Woodward's account of Malay secretly talking to China is true, then the general's actions amount to treason. Yeah, if you're secretly talking to our enemies, so you got kind of, that is a constitutional issue there. Basic civil lessons. I want y'all to think about this. Here it is. Pro-Trump PAC blasts Biden on Afghanistan in TV ad. Okay, let's look at this. And if I think it's newsworthy, we'll discuss it. If not, I'm not gonna do this. A major political action committee released a scathing rebuke of the Biden administration. The 30-second commercial by Great America PAC, a pro-Trump commission, accuses Joe Biden of surrendering to the Taliban and betraying America. Now, I gotta say this, I don't mind every once in a while contributing to a political action committee, but I really think a lot of this is kind of overblown. Now, I'm not saying what they're saying about Biden is overblown. But what I'm saying is that the media, be it journalism or advertisement, is reactive. If you listen to Frontline News, you try to keep the news to keep from being so reactive. Because some of these, I'm looking here, I'm not going to talk too much about. Now, we know about that one about Blinken. Here it is. Yeah. I tried to record this earlier this morning. I think it's just been a ride. Think about it, guys, about that particular issue. Don't you think that if someone like Blinken would not give a figure statement to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, that perhaps he's been appointed by a president whose mind is Blinken? Now look, I don't know all the daily details of what goes on in the White House. I've only heard what I've heard. And I'm going to say this in concern for the man, okay? Joe Biden. I may not like his politics, but he's a human being. Okay? He's a human being. And there needs to be a clear assessment as to his health, as to whether there's determination and fitness. And I'm not saying this, kind of go all reactive and challenge the election. I'm just saying what I was saying, okay? Alright? Here's another article. Representative Roy speaks out on importance of Second Amendment. Okay, listen to this. Representative Chip Roy said Joe Biden's Democrats have grown more tyrannical and were coming after gun rights. In a video released by his press office on Tuesday, the Texas Republican laid out why supporting the Second Amendment has been more important than ever before. He's a representative in Texas. And I'm going to tell you something right now. We Texans, we don't like federal government coming in and saying, we're just going to take away your guns. They're in for a fine here in Texas. Now, me personally, being legally blind, I don't own a gun. Because of my blindness and also because of mental health issues. And I will not fire a gun unsupervised, okay? Because my grandfather taught me from the time I was 6 or 7. He always said, son, you're going to treat a gun with respect. If you go in my room and you see a gun under my bed, don't touch it. It's mine. That's what needs to be taught to kids nowadays. The school. We need to go back to values. We need to go back to protecting the Second Amendment. We need to go to values. We need to go to character education. Okay? We need to go to character education. So that's one thing. Here's another article from One America News. President Trump. Many say Obama is running Biden administration. Okay? President Trump said he suspected former President Barack Obama was covertly running the Biden administration. Trump said during an interview on Tuesday he believed Obama and his surrogates could be controlled overtly, exerting control over the White House. The 45th president said several people have confirmed this theory, but he did not disclose his sources. In the past, Trump has repeatedly questioned Biden's apparent mental decline and fitness for office. I have to agree with President Trump on this one. I'm sorry. And it has nothing to do with his policies. I don't dislike his policies. But that's sure a little concern for the man. Should he even be in the White House, in control of the White House? I mean, I hate to say this, guys. Listen to that parody. I mean, there's some truth to it. Okay, DOJ updates protocol across local, state police departments. Okay, now, listen to me. Hear all these protests and uproars once again about the Black Lives Matter? There is a black girl in Tampa, Florida,